There's a beautiful sight. A little doe walking in the forest this morning. Let's see if we can get her to stay put or close by as I approach a little bit slowly. Hi, baby girl. Hi there. Good morning. She's not scared. She's just very curious, very cautious. Now she's gonna run off. Didn't mean to scare you. Been seeing a lot of those lately. It's kind of funny. Like the first month and a half, I didn't see any deer, and now I've seen probably a dozen or so in the last couple days. And a few of them ran through camp last night and this morning. So maybe it's just the area that we're in, I don't know. But they seem to be very brave as she runs off into the woods. Good morning. It is now day 52 on the Appalachian Trail. Probably one of the most beautiful mornings that we have woken up to so far. Temperature is perfect, maybe upper 60s. Sun's out, very little breeze, just enough to keep you cool, but not enough to make you cold. And after 2 miles of pretty consistent uphill climbing, I get about 5 miles of ridge line. Kind of hard to see beyond the trees, but there are mountains behind me in the distance there, and then a downhill. And we're going to be staying at Woods Hole Hostel, which is one of the best known and longest running hostels here on the Appalachian Trail. And they're supposed to have the best breakfast on the trail, something like 13 years running or something. So we're gonna stay in the bunkhouse, have dinner tonight there, breakfast in the morning, go into town to Pearisburg, Virginia for a resupply and maybe check out the mountain outfitter there. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited. Jack and Vagabond, Jack's ahead of me, maybe a half mile or so, and Vagabond taking his time getting out of camp this morning, as he often does, but he's pretty quick. He's 20 years younger than us, so he'll catch up. And yeah, we're just having a great time hanging out and enjoying some silent, quiet time to ourselves in the middle of our mornings and evenings, and then we get together and share stories and just enjoy brotherhood and being together with our common focus on completing this trail. One of the things that I've noticed over the last week is just how much the topic of like spiritual journeying has been coming up in discussions, and it's cool. It's like that really wasn't a topic of focus in the first month or month and a half out here. I think most people were just focused on getting their fitness up and their trail legs and figuring out all the logistics of their gear and when to wake up and when to go to sleep and how to filter water and eat meals and all that stuff. And now we've got the how figured out. I think a lot of people are moving on to the why. You know, like, why are we doing this? A lot of folks, most folks, if you ask them why they're out here, they often say they've just been thinking about this for many years, and they wanted a grand adventure, or they just needed something different. There's a lot of people that have left school and jobs and relationships, and this is sort of a reset opportunity, or a hope for a reset opportunity. And I would put myself in that category as well. Like, I left just about everything. I left the military 9 years ago. I've progressively been separating from an almost 33-year marriage. Left all of my property, sold my house and my cars and my motorcycle and most of my stuff. And I'm just kind of on this adventure looking for, what's up, Jack? I'm gonna keep going, dude. Looking for whatever is next, you know, and there's no script. So, but it's a beautiful thing to be sharing this journey with people who are also looking for something new and invigorating and exciting that lights their soul up. So I'll be talking more about that, I think, in coming videos. But there's been some really interesting conversations with people my age, they're in their 50s and 60s, and then people in their teens, 20s, and 30s that are out here that are even also keying into the sort of deeper inner soul journey aspect of this whole experience. And it's so fascinating to pull ourselves away from normal society for a while and connect on that level and start to address and correspond in some of the deeper, more existential areas of life. You don't really get that opportunity, or at least I haven't, in day-to-day conversations with people, and certainly not with people that you've only known for days or weeks. So this is fun, very special, really incredible time. It's not just about the hike. I'll just keep saying that over and over. The hike is the medium, it's the platform, but there's a lot more going on out here with every single individual on this trail. And every day it becomes more special, more meaningful to me, realizing that. Okay, that's it for now. I'm gonna keep walking and hopefully make my way down this mountain. In 5 more miles, I get to stop for the night. Short days are fun. This is probably one of the most unique and interesting hostel locations on the Appalachian Trail. It's called Woods Hole Hostel. We're at about mile 625, about 10 hiking miles south of Pearisburg, Virginia. And just this beautiful property that the same family has owned, I think they said for like 90 years or something, and the hostel's been in operation since the 80s. There's a couple of outdoor tents out there. That one's got 2 twin beds in it. That one's got a queen bed in it, and then you come around this way and there's a bathhouse with a laundry. There's the bunkhouse that we stayed in last night that houses about 15 people in it. Some of the guys are still hanging out on the porch enjoying their morning after a great big breakfast. And then the main house over here where you check in and have coffee, and behind there is where we have breakfast this morning. Gardens out in the front, and dogs and cats running around. A little pond over in the distance, another pond over here, and just a beautiful forested area with just these gorgeous, peaceful rolling hills and beautiful views that you can just enjoy and relax. One of those locations is just very difficult to leave, but we're gonna head out of here in a little while and hit the trail and do another 10 miles or so and get into town for a resupply today. So thank you to Neville and Jaws and Edison and all the folks at the Woods Hole Hostel for just an amazing stay. Again, highly recommend this place if you're hiking the AT. Awesome, awesome place to stay. Such a great value and great restful location.